Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Mode. We are playing, once again, Adventure Dungeon 2 Pharaon's Fate. It's something we've been following since Alpha 1.0. We are now on Beta 4.0, another huge update to the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of cool stuff. Got some more items, some more enemies, the fourth area finally, and an end game.
Might have been, I think we may have missed one update where the core area came in.
Oh, okay.
Or not, I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yes, there's a new area now that we haven't covered. And some new bosses, and some new mini-bosses, all kinds of cool shit.
And end game.
And endgame, which is really neat.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't watched any of our other videos, what Adventure Dungeon 2 Pharaon's Fate is a procedurally generated roguelike dungeon crawler. Lots of really great references to other video games, very self-referential. It's great. Love it.
It's always been a lot of fun, yeah.
Oh, God. It is so much fun. Every time we cover it, I just want to keep playing it for days afterwards.
Yeah. So, this is... So I love how they have the buffs, like the speed up, slow down, like you got, or damage.
Yeah, so the first thing I did there was I grabbed the alchemy kit, which lets you trade mana for money, and just burnt out all my mana and made it into money so I could grab a couple things from the shop. I grabbed the iron sword, which is pretty much the simplest weapon upgrade. All it does is add 1 damage. And then I grabbed a snail shell, which trades 1 damage for a debuff to speed. And there, I just grabbed what I think is arguably the greatest new item in this game, which is the Power Gauntlet.
Oh my god.
It fires a homing magic attack, which hovers on enemies, and while it's hovering on them, does damage. If it kills the first enemy, it will home on to the next one. And for only 2 mana cost, unbelievably useful.
Yeah, we had some other couple of runs, like, because you can get mana steal, which gives you mana every time you kill something, and just sit on it for days.
It was casting it for 2 mana, and it was generating 2 mana every time, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some different enemies this time around. I think there were some special enemies added. I don't know if we see any of those ones in this round.
I did about 5 or 10 runs today, and just picked one that I liked. So I can't remember exactly everything that's covered in this. So this is the first boss of the first floor. We are in the first area, which is the caves.
Nope, the dungeons.
Or sorry, the dungeon. And
yeah. Caves is second. And then, and what? The ghosts. I like the ghosts idea that they have.
Yes.
It is, basically now if you die, you know, kind of, I guess, nemesis system almost. You die and then there will be a ghost of you that will just
and there's the power attack. Holy shit.
So.
And then there's also ghost buffs as well.
Yeah.
There's items that you find.
And what they tend to do, from what I've seen of them so far, is when you kill something, you'll get a buff.
Yes. When you enter a room and you kill something, then you'll get a buff for a short time.
Yeah.
Which is really cool as well.
There's a new armor set added, the vampire set, I believe.
Yes, vampire set is new as well. I have found all 3 pieces, but not at the same time, so I'm not sure. One of the things is, so right now I have 1 piece of the warrior set and 1 piece of the wizard set.
Yeah.
You notice I went back to the store and grabbed the knight. I grabbed the knight chest plate, even though I had the wizard boots, just because I had the gold and that extra defense can be handy.
Oh yeah.
So I just grabbed it, even though it wasn't matching set. If you do get 3 pieces of a matching set, you'll get a bonus.
Yeah.
For the knight set, the knight sets give you defense at a cost of speed. But if you get all 3 pieces, it negates the speed penalty. So right now I have 2 speed downs and 2 pieces of the knight set, so I'm slow as hell.
Yeah.
But I figured my magic would just do everything and I wouldn't have to worry about being that slow.
Yeah, and we see here
now because I'm using the magic so much, I'm gonna start swapping it out for wizard pieces.
One was the thief set. We actually finally got the full collection, which we never had in our other playthrough.
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah, it steals items from enemies. So the amount of gold and such that we started getting on that run was just insane.
Yeah.
I love that that you can do that. I mean, the hardest part about any roguelike is, of course, figuring out what your loadout is. A lot of it's really going to depend on how that first couple floors go, because
Yeah, and you can have an idea of, oh, this is the build I want to go for, and then it'll change completely because you're not finding any of the shit that you thought you were going to find.
yeah. Another nice item that we picked up just a little while ago in the last floor of the dungeon is the webbed feet. So you no longer get the slowdown in the water, which
yes. Normally you get a speed penalty in water, which, considering I'm already slow, would have been probably crippling. Here I can't figure out why the friggin' doors haven't opened.
And this is awesome.
Yeah, this is new as well, I believe. First time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Mimics. Yeah, no, that's great too. I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously, I was like, oh crap, did I glitch the game? This friggin' door won't open. And you know what, I have to say that as well. So that's the scarecrow. You plant it down and enemies will aggro onto it instead of you. But I really like, it would replace my magic power glove, and I really like my magic power glove.
Yeah.
Same with the bubble shield. Shields you from damage, but come on, homing projectiles.
Yeah.
Just too much fun to pass up.
It really is. Yeah, we've had a couple of builds, and that power glove's come up a few times, and every single time it's just made it.
Yeah. Okay. See, now I have the wizard set, and you'll notice that the cost of the power glove went from 2 mana to 1 mana, making it just even more ridiculously powerful and spammable, which is just fantastic.
Yeah. So the bonus that you get, as you can see there, it's half the mana casted spells. So that's any spell. You know, it's some of those insane ones that cost 10, for example, would now cost 5. If we were using that, was the mystery box or the reusable chest one?
Oh yeah.
I could just see you spamming that for ages.
Yes. Yeah, that's another one of my favorite items is a reusable chest, which basically for 5 mana replicates not a gold chest but a gray chest. Oh yeah, see, I'm debating a bit here because the Mana Steel seems really useful to be able to spam. So that's the Thief's Vest. It provides Mana Steel. Seems the Mana Steel would be super useful for spamming the Power Glove, but ultimately I decided the lower cost is better.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, right? Because it's all going to depend on how often you're getting your mana potions. But this seems to be powerful enough that most of the time it's taking out a couple of enemies at a time, and I could see why we went that way. Now, if we had the whole Thief set, I would have go with the Thief set.
And again, this is the one piece of the Vampire, which provides lifesteal as well, which again was incredibly tempting. God, it's such a great design. The way it splits into the eyes and the slime and everything.
Yeah.
But God, it is gross looking. I think that's the Barbed Heart, which provides... So you get and I got a slime familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love the little familiars.
He's cute and disgusting as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's different... Every time you beat a boss, you get a heart container. There's heart containers... There's regular ones, heart container plus damage, heart container plus damage, plus defense, plus mana. And then one that I saw for the first time here, I think it might be new as well, is the Mutant Heart, which looks like conjoined twin hearts, which actually acts as if it was 2 heart containers.
Yeah, which is nice.
Oh, it's so
Just
great.
getting that extra.
It's really what it's really good for is when you want to make demon deals, which is one thing that I don't remember. I don't think we ran into any in this run, but there's demon shops as well as regular shops, and in the demon shops you trade 5 or 10 from your max HP. So like right now it's 30, it would go down to 25 or 20 for some very powerful items.
Yeah, one of those really powerful items that we saw in one of our playthroughs is they added an Ankh for 10, I think it was.
Yes.
And it is a free life.
Yeah.
And in a roguelike, that's important sometimes.
Yes.
But it's risky, I guess, to go for that, because, you know, losing 10 hit points if it's early on in the run or something.
Yeah, there was a point where I think it may have been a different run, but I passed up something like that, and I realized if I would have grabbed it, I would have died, so you never know.
it's a toss up, right? And I mean, especially here, because like we don't have the defense this time around. We went with magic to be glass cannons. We haven't actually found many of the planets. I don't think we found any scrolls in this run either, did we?
I think might later on, maybe not. So you may also find scroll buffs as well, which will speed and the
Mana Steel, I think
Yeah.
that one was too.
Mana Steel. So yeah, we had this power glove with like a full thief set where we were looting items and just gaining back MP faster than we could spend it. It was a great run as well.
Yeah, it was, I think, one of our best runs that we did, but
We didn't make it as far as we did in this one.
yeah.
Even though it looked impressive as shit.
Yeah. Alright.
Wizroom. Not technically. Don't get sued.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that was another enemy that we saw. I don't think we see it in this one here. We saw one that was like, almost like Golbat? Golbat? Or...
I think... Again... Yes, it is very Golbat-esque.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the... there's some new rare spawns. I've run into a couple, and when you kill them, they give you a bunch of money, but they are quite hard to defeat.
Yeah.
We ran into a couple of them, but we'll let them be a surprise rather than ruining them.
Yeah.
So that was the Bleeding Heart, which gives you some life steal as well as the heart container.
And now
And this
we're in
is the new area, the core.
Um,
Don't walk in the lava,
yeah.
as you will inevitably see me make that mistake. These
like
are new
this
as well,
enemy.
and God, they're tough. They're not terrible with the magic attack, but when I try to just traditionally attack them, they're screw me up.
Well, I think there's a couple different types, because we've seen one, like these ones here, where they're not too bad, because as long as you don't get in between the eyes. And we saw another one where it looked like they were doing that, but in reality they were...
Grab more luck,
they were separate.
more luck and more health.
Always good.
Luck is great for getting... fucking lava. Twice. Oh, and
And
here's a
the
ghost of me,
Yeah.
which unfortunately I beat very quickly because I have crazy magic power now. But it looks like a ghost of your character. I've seen at least a couple different variations so far. One that uses this same power glove attack, one that spams a bunch of bombs. There's some variations on it as well.
Those gargoyle statues are interesting. You can get them as an item for yourself as well from the demon shop.
Yeah,
But they basically are turrets.
yeah. And they stop attacking once you kill everything in the room.
Yeah.
So you don't have to panic anymore. I didn't check to see if you could blow them up with bombs or anything. I maybe should have checked, but it never occurred to me.
Yeah, it can be something we can check in the later run.
This boss is new to me as well.
Yeah, there's like a lot of the bosses. I think we've seen several new ones, right?
Thank you, Slime Familiar.
Oh my god, it is. Yeah. He
Oh,
is
and what do
so
we hear?
fantastic.
Oh, yeah, another familiar.
Little skeleton familiar. He's pretty awesome. He does a lot of damage. but-
He's really good for bosses.
yeah.
Because he'll just, like, basically sit on the boss and chew away at it.
Yeah.
These guys were new to us.
We get some demon. I'm guessing they're supposed to be demons. Again, there's different variations of them, like most of the bosses. I think there's some that shoot. Wasn't there? The red
Yeah,
ones?
there's red ones
Yeah.
as well that are a bit tougher. Which kind of harkens back to the bats from the dungeon in the first area. The black ones just attacking the red ones. I wanted that mana so bad, but I wasn't willing to lose 4 health to get it.
No.
That's another problem with this area is you, a lot of your drops can get... See, yeah, these eyes just shoot red lasers. They don't shoot in between each other.
Yeah.
So they're also very good at ruining your day.
Yeah, they're a little bit harder to avoid.
Yeah, I found a lot of drops I needed, ended up getting lost. The other nice thing about the Undead Familiar is he can actually kind of stun lock enemies.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times.
It's raining money. See, and it's kind of a toss-up here because your health goes up. Like, I have 45, ultimately like 50 health, and yet never actually have anywhere near 45 or 50 health. Because I'm not getting enough recovery items.
Yeah, we didn't find any. Well, I guess in this case here, a lot of it's because they're going. To the
Oh,
corners,
another one
right?
of the heart container variants is a gold heart. which
Refills.
yes, it'll give you your plus 5 health, like any health container, and then completely refills your health, which is incredibly nice to come across once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Angry eyes, these guys.
So yeah, I guess other things with the game is... So yeah, there's 20 new items, the new area, there's achievements now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they were there in the last...
There was some, but not as many as there's now. There's some new ones as well.
There's end game, which is awesome. So there's actually like speedrun achievements that we saw. It's like defeat the game in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think there's one for 5, 10, and 15.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Nice to see. Again, new enemy designs. I like these little crawler guys. They're not as much of a pain as like the Zelda crawler guys.
Oh, I didn't try to throw a bomb in their mouth like Zelda crawlers. Oh god.
Let's see if we see. I'm not sure if we see how. I love this enemy.
It is one of my favorite bosses. It's tough but satisfying.
Yeah. But if you happen to be in, if you're in the right spot.
Yeah, I stood right in his attack path there and took a bunch of damage.
Yeah. We got a lot of basic heart containers this time around. It looks like we didn't get too many of the.
I got a couple bleeding and a couple, but yeah, no, it was a gold or a silver. Like the silver ones are the defense ones.
Right.
Considering I'm doing a low defense run, that would have been really useful. But like we've talked about before, so yeah, here I'm just making sure I explore everything. You never know what you might find.
Yeah. Of course, different types of bats again. Yeah, I just love the little changes that are there. I think some of the enemies look like they've been redesigned as well. From what I could see, like they looked just a little bit different. It's
possible. I follow the developer on Twitter, and he's working all the time. He works crazy hard on this.
Yeah, and it shows. You know, it's a fantastic game.
And it's a huge project for a small team.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just
my team. I honestly don't know if it's any more than one guy. So yeah, this scared the crap out of me when I first got here. So this is the newly introduced, essentially, final boss. The way the game played before was that you went dungeon, caves, core, and then it kept looping through.
Oh, that poison damage.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was trying to get the poison on him again. See, my slime did a crap load of damage. See, I got pinned in the corner there with his hands, so I start spamming magic, hoping to take him out. But he's doing like 6 damage a time, and I'm out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the newly introduced final boss. I believe it'll still keep looping after that, but that is a run.
Yeah. Of course, check out the game. We'll have links and everything down below. I know there's pre-sales going on right now, so
yeah. As always, if you're checking back with us, do yourself a favor, download the new update if you've enjoyed it in the past. If you've never played it before, do yourself a favor and get it. It's free right now. As long as it's in beta, it's going to be free. There will be a price tag eventually, but even then, it's only $3.50, which I've already put, I think, easily 20, 30 hours into this game. For $3.50, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions for the developer, he's available on Twitter. He's also, there's a subreddit, r/Adventure Dungeon. We'll have both of those links, as well as the link to download the game in the description below.
Yeah.
So as always, guys, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy us keeping up on this game. We sure enjoy keeping up with it. Be sure to subscribe to follow us keeping up with it, and we will see you again soon.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Later.